Yo, before we get into it, I just got to say that is like the perfect karaoke song, except for when he tries to get classy with that high note at the end and ruins it for every amateur singer. Yo, what's up? Happy Monday. Welcome to Aptos After Dark. It's been a second, but Atreyu and I are back. How you doing,
We're
bro?
back. Excited to be here. And if this is your first time here, welcome to Aptos After Dark, where we discuss everything going on Aptos over the past week, every week, joined with awesome individuals, hosted by myself, Atreyu, and Sneezy. If you're enjoying what you're liking, if you're liking what you're enjoying, if you're liking what you're listening to,
Or if you're enjoying what you're liking, we no preference. Whatever you do you, baby. As long as you're listening, we love you.
throw some love out there with a follow, a like, a retweet, a comment across all the channels: Spotify, YouTube, X, Instagram, wherever you're vibing. Hopefully, you can go and listen and enjoy across all the channels. Great to be back, man.
Oh, it's been a hot second. But you know what? Nobody's gonna find here ever is any kind of financial advice. This is a bunch of dope people talking about a bunch of dope stuff going on the Aptos blockchain, highlighting what builders are cooking, what community members are doing to get more involved, and we're doing it all through the Petra wallet. If you're vibing with anything we're talking about tonight, get a Petra wallet, get involved, and nudge sneezy.apt because
And
you're getting the multi coins
Atreyu.apt.
again. Oh, dude, I just want to jump right the fuck into it. I went to nudge
Let's go.
somebody and I looked at my activity and I'm like, plus 1 point.
We're
Those
back.
sons of bitches. Right to Twitter. Right to Twitter. Check Brent's profile. Nothing. Go to Kent. Kent's got the update. Let's go. We're back in business, baby. Nudge me
Back
harder.
in business. Nudge me harder is right. Let's go. Let's go. Kenny with the update. I know, Brent, you were holding this back here. You're not
Dude,
holding this back. You were holding back
not
that
holding
update.
back. Come on, Brent's been doing everything he can to give us every bit of information about Nudge 2.0 at the behest of everyone probably around him in the office. But let's go. We're gonna get Brent up here in a little bit. I'm hoping we can get him up. Just talk about what else potentially went live. I'm assuming that's Nudge 2.0 that we're seeing updated in the wallets. But let's go, bullish dude. Nudge me harder.
Polish.
Get a Petra wallet. Get involved.
Freaking cool. Poke and nudge, and get nudge token. And the new mechanics are fun as well. It's awesome to see back. I mean, yeah,
Dude,
nudge away.
nudge. I know we don't need to tell anybody that's in the space right now, but if you're listening back, get the Petra wallet. Set up your account. Use your Google login and nudging people. CC.apt, a person like you.apt, Brent.apt, David.apt, Greg.apt, any.apt.
Uh,
Just nudge him. Just nudge him.
Atreyu.apt sneezy. Jeez.
Bro, dude, I don't know. I wasn't sure if that was the official wallet anymore, and I didn't want to out the cool wallet.
Well, there you can go. There is two. You're right. You're right. I go by the two. You can nudge either one. I'm active.
Okay,
We're
well then
here.
nudge Falcor
Atreyu.
because I just felt weird. I didn't want to out you as Falcor, but yeah, nudge Falcor.apt and Atreyu.apt. Be shy with your nudges, people. Nudge me
Nudge,
harder.
nudge away. Let's go.
Dude, it's so that geeked me out so hard. Like, I saw the emojis are back. Like, that made my day. Like, I've been walking around with a smile knowing the nudges are back.
Dude, great way to start the episode because I couldn't agree more. I couldn't
Dude,
agree
like,
more.
make Web3 fun again. There's no, like, edge, there's no ulterior motive. Just fucking take part, go nudge people, interact with your friends. Dude, I'm checking my Petrol wallet. I'm somebody that probably checks it an unhealthy amount to begin with, but, like, always getting the alerts to nudge. Like, I should check my screen analytics on my iPhone and see just how much time I'm spending in Petra because of nudges.
Dude.
Making
Tell
Web3 fun
us,
again.
send a tweet. I would love to know if we can understand actually the updates and upticks. I think this is a secret growth hack right here for the Petra wallet because I agree. I'm the same. My time in Petra has skyrocketed. I mean, I'm checking somehow more, which is kind of hard to believe. But yeah, I'm with you.
Okay, well, I'm gonna pin on to our in real time Petra commercial. If you go
Yep.
check out the ecosystem events, well, first off, you'd see this space in there because Brent's a legend and he supports the community like no other. Shout out to you, Brent. But what you'll also see in there is the cash markets uh, what is it? Is it a lottery? What are we calling it?
Raffle. I'm pretty sure
Raffle.
it's a
Yeah,
raffle.
see, not, and I know verbiage is important.
It's a raffle.
It's raffle. Nobody said the L word. I'm sorry. But yeah, 2 APT gets you a ticket in to win an iPhone 16.
Dude,
And if
honestly,
I'm
it's got to
not
be pretty
mistaken,
close.
dude, I'm shocked that it's not sold out already. Now, see, the floodgates are open. I bring Brent up, then I talk about like we gotta bring the homies up, man. Sorry, I'm wrecking the flow.
Bring him on up. Let's go. Wait, did we bring Brent up? He's gone. Oh, he's up.
Oh no,
What
we
just
got
happened?
we got Brent up here. We got Brent. We got Cash,
Yo, 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 yo!
bro.
How you guys doing?
Let's
Hey,
go.
is that in fact Nudge 2.0 live in the Petra wallet right now?
It's Nudge 2.0, and so the pointing man, I forget the name of the emoji. It's been like 2 weeks since it actually was out there. But the pointing at you emoji, the nudging emoji, that is one of the big parts of V2. But there's a lot more that's either under the hood, or it's you're not going to see it. You're not going to see it quite yet, but there's a lot more coming as part of Nudge V2. But dude, you were talking about like spending a lot more time in Petra Wallet with Nudge. Dima over the weekend went, so cash markets, I got notifications on for them because I'm not dumb.
Because if you
That's why I
don't,
have
what are you
notifications on for
doing?
them.
Like, if your
Exactly.
notifications aren't
So
on for Cash, Gway, Donk, Hair, I don't know what the fuck you're doing with your life. I'm not judging you,
yep,
but I'm up here silently judging you.
I'm judging you. I'm judging you. But anyway, so I got a notification. Raffle is live. I was like, oh my, I gotta get to my computer. I don't care if my kid's like throwing up all over the place. He'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Run to my computer. I start getting going, adding it to the Explorer tab in Petra Wallet, and then I added it. I sent them a message like, "Yo, look, I added it," and Dima nudges me, and I pop it open. I'm like, "Oh, Dima Cash, I love this guy." He just gave me a little nudge, and then he had also sent me a message on Twitter and Telegram to be like, "Yo, can we get this in ecosystem events?" And I just wanted to point out that it's bringing me a lot more to Petra. Nudge is bringing me a lot more to Petra Wallet, but it is also the first way you can get a hold of me. If you need to get in touch with me, nudging me is the first way I will see it. And then I will check all of my social media to see if you sent a message on another platform. But nudge first.
Yo,
And yeah, I'm in there all the time. I love
I
it.
love how social media influences us both separately, because for you, it's Nudge You. That's kind of your domain. For me, I'm always in spaces. People know that if they need to get in my DMs or need me to check something, like come find me in a space, corner me in a space, and set up a call. That's just how you get a hold of me. So Nudge Brent, you have to come up as a
Yo,
speaker in a space to get a hold of me, though.
Well, it's a natural progression to how this actually what Monday Spaces are for nowadays, Sneezy. It's partial scheduling calls, and then the other back half is actually everything that's amazing about Aptos.
No, 100%. Did you hear how he like low key was reminding me, like, hey, dummy, you're doing the back end part in the front end. You Yeah, I see. I get it. I hear it. I hear what you're telling me. But you've been working with me for almost a full year now.
Wait, by the way, holy shit, it's almost a year. This is crazy.
Dude, I think
We gotta
we're
talk.
we're within a
Yeah.
month.
Yeah.
when's the anniversary?
Second Monday in January. When we're on our
Holy,
Oh
first.
my goodness.
holy shoot! What the heck?
Yeah, dude, like literally right now, a year ago is when you and I slid into the DMs and are like, we should book a call.
Yep, yep, yeah. Holy shit. Yep.
Wild, dude.
One
Like,
month away from 1 year, and 1 year of us just immediately being like, "Hey, nudge."
no, yeah, low key, we were
That's
nudging before nudging was nudges.
This is pre-nudge.
Yeah, we were the pre nudge.
Oh shit. Cash, what up,
Okay, I was just
Cash?
gonna say, while we got him up here, can we talk a little bit with Cash about the raffle? I know it's back
Just a
end stuff.
little.
I know it's back end stuff, but he's up here now. I don't know why you got
Yo,
up here, cheeky little bugger.
what's good? GM.
What's up, Max?
GM.
Well, the first announcement is that the raffle is over, completed, 100 spots sold.
See now, is he talking?
Just like that. Just like that. Yeah, he
Okay.
did.
that's incredible. Congratulations. That's
Let's
fantastic.
go, dude.
Dude, that was fun.
Thanks. Yeah, it was really fun.
Oh, I can't
And
hear him.
the coolest thing about it was a couple hours ago, when the 100th spot was filled up, the smart contract immediately swapped all of the APT into cash in a single transaction. So it was about $2,800, and it gave us a nice green candle. And we had a great time looking at that candle.
Let's go. Programmable money. It's freaking awesome. Congratulations on everything. Pretty much working, and it all, yeah, like everything sounds like it went off without a hitch. So congrats to you guys. It's freaking awesome.
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, it was a nice little gimmick / game to get people excited and get the timeline going. So
dude, absolutely,
I think we need a lot more of this kind of stuff.
It was fun, and I mean, you guys did I got the hype. I feel like, so that was really cool to see everyone participating and sharing. Man, huge congrats. If you do more of this, yeah, I don't know, raffle stuff is fun. That is like a really interesting mechanic you guys put together too. Like the idea of like the raffle had like a secondary purpose in some essence of basically buying it and and then like basically burning the cash, right? Like that's kind of what the mechanic did, right?
Exactly. Yeah. The whole idea was to get cash holders excited about a buyback and burn, and to also get people willingly like putting up their APT to win a prize. And so the problem with raffles generally is that it's low EV, expected value, and people, they're kind of hesitant to put up their hard-earned money, for very low chances of winning the prize. And the way to mitigate that is to use the proceeds to buy more cash. So that increases, value for everyone.
Awesome. Yeah, everyone wins. Everyone wins indirectly.
either I'm burning 2 hours in cash, or I'm winning an iPhone. It's a win-win.
And it's fully non-custodial, right? So it's not like I was going in and manually doing it, and I had no opportunity to take people's funds. It was all automated through Move. And I think that, I was actually going to make a post pretty soon about the Move contract itself and walking through a little bit of it in light of like Move Monday.
Ooh, dude, that would be freaking epic if you did that. I'm not gonna lie. I'd appreciate the hell out of that.
Yo, I saw you looking around the Move Monday space. I thought you were gonna go up and spit.
Dude.
Well, now that now that the raffle is over, we can select the winner on Christmas Day, like we said, or we can do it much earlier. And for that, I was thinking of having another live stream or a Twitter space where we, show that we're actually provably selecting a random winner.
Yo, if you need hosts or co-hosts, I know people. Let's fucking go, dude. I think, I was gonna say, like, you've got time. I think if you put a pin in this draw sooner than later, you get another one of these cranked out before Christmas.
What's the prize going to be then?
Oh fuck! You need a prize.
A Cybertruck.
I can't necessarily guarantee you iPhone 16, but let's go.
It should be a
Cybertruck.
Yo, if it'll get you to draw my iPhone 16 sooner, then I'll put up the second prize for the next raffle. Maybe it'll be like an NFT basket, like an onboarding Aptos NFT basket. I'll put together.
Yeah, a goodie bag would be awesome. Like, imagine if we got a wallet filled with a bunch of assets and then we gave away the password to the wallet.
Oh, that's actually kind of fucking sick.
That's fun, yeah.
That's actually sick.
Like a little goodie basket,
I will contribute.
Okay, Brent's arm's gonna fall off. The dude's putting his hand down and putting it up, like, with emphasis.
I think he's high-fiving.
Shoot, help me.
You just high fives.
I see Brent in my head, like, just excited. Like, guys, seriously, you gotta come to me.
Yo, wait, Sneezy, can you hear me? Because I said,
hi, Brent.
I said Cybertruck.
I love you.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Sneezy, can you hear Brent?
Sneezy can't hear me, man. This is sad.
Sneezy, can you hear me?
I'm just.
Can
oh my god!
No,
bro, I just couldn't hear.
Let me
Max.
leave.
I just had to do a lap because of.
Let me come back.
Whatever. I'm cursed tonight. There's too many devices. Go ahead.
He's leaving. He's leaving. He left. Oh my gosh.
Bruh.
He's gone.
Dude, I've never felt as done dirty as I do in this exact moment.
Bro, you're going. Remember that time I also had that rough space and you just somehow we just pushed through. That's what it feels like. I feel you.
Because that was right off the hop, dude. That sucked.
That was brutal. Brent, you're back.
Hi, can you hear me, Sneezy?
I can't hear you, bro.
Oh, thank God. First of all, I said Cybertruck, and only Atreyu responded. But dude, Cash the Markets, and what was that? 24 hours? Was that 24 hours it took you guys to close out the raffle?
Yep, a little over, I think.
Dude, congratulations. I think this is like how projects and people in Web3 should be marketing. Like, come up, first of all, it's a trusted team. And then they're like, hey, we have this thing going on in Move. It's a Move contract. When I saw that initial post, I was like, dang, this covered all the grounds that I want to see as a user, not just like as somebody that's like super involved in the Aptos ecosystem and working on Petra Wallet, but like somebody that's like, how can I trust this? How can I trust what's going on? How can I trust this raffle? Like, how can I trust this team? It's in a contract. That's how you can trust it, dude. I'm super excited for you to post like the write up on how long it took, what the Move contract's like, how you can like share it for other people to use and do other stuff. And honestly, dude, dream big. Go for a Cybertruck, because that would be really sick. And it could be huge. Like, oh man. Especially if it got a little bit of promotion from the ecosystem, from Aptos Labs core team and stuff like that, to bring folks from other chains for a Cybertruck, like for Cash Market, dude, that would be you talking about green candle, yeah, green statue, man.
Yeah, I mean, I really wanted to do like a 420 spot raffle with the buy-in being 69,000 cash. That was the original idea, but then I was like, people, they might think that that's too low chances, and I wanted to change it to 100 spots just because I thought that there's plenty of people on Aptos that are like cash holders, right, that are perfectly down to pay like 20 or 30 bucks for a little raffle ticket. And it kind of reminded me a lot of like an NFT drop, where you have like a custom minting website and you just connect your wallet, you put in 2 APT, and then you get back whatever. And then of course in this case no one got anything back. But I was also going to give I was going to cook up like a little NFT to send to everyone who participated, and that way like we can kind of keep track of who was in this raffle, so that way when we do a much bigger like cash airdrop like later on when our market cap grows, we can know exactly like who to reward. And yeah, I love the idea of giving a nice write-up on this to people so that they can copy the same idea and copy the contract and modify it, because there, and I was saying this a couple of days ago on Twitter, like we need more Move code examples. We need more people like making templates and tutorials, and I think Aptos is already doing a great job at that, but we gotta do it even more.
More stuff to tinker with, more stuff to build off of boilerplate, like more stuff as a starting point. I think, yeah, dude, that's awesome that you're thinking that way. Let's freaking go. Let's go.
LFG.
Yo, is
I
it bad
definitely,
that my smooth brain was
I don't
like,
think you should wait until Christmas.
no, dude. Okay, I gotta talk to you too. You understand how prizes for raffles work, right? Like they can't just say they're gonna raffle a Cybertruck. Like they would actually have to produce said Cybertruck to give to the winner.
Well, the proceeds purchase the truck, right?
No, the proceeds
no,
are
I-
cash. Where are we getting a fucking Cybertruck from, bro?
Oh my god, I don't even know, dude. Hey, it's a magic Cybertruck. No, what I was saying is do
It's a
another
meta
raffle before
Cybertruck.
Christmas, man.
I think you said some magic. Did you say some magic?
It's a Cybertruck NFT.
It's a magic Cybertruck. I don't
It's
know.
a Cybertruck NFT. It's like that Hooters waitress that won the free Toyota. Boss shows up and gives her the plushy Yoda. She
No,
won.
I do
She,
think
just
so.
for the record, she won that court case.
In 24 hours, they sold out the raffle. So do more. Forget the Cybertruck. That would be sick.
Legitimately,
but do another
okay.
one.
But
Do a
let's
bunch
if you
before
want to have
Christmas.
that conversation, we can have a real conversation about this. But it's much bigger numbers. Like, how many tickets do we need to sell at like 15, 20 Aptos to buy a Cybertruck? First off,
No. Forget the Cybertruck.
no. Now
Just
I'm
do
stuck
more.
on the Cybertruck, bro.
Now I'm curious.
Now
Well,
I
let's
wanna
make the
we need to sell
Cybertruck
like-
happen then. Let's make it
Dude, I
happen.
think we need to sell roughly like 6,000 tickets, Sneezy. 6,000 tickets at 15 out.
6,000 tickets at 15
Yeah.
APT. That's actually not as wild as I thought it was going to be.
Come on, guys. Let's
Okay,
Okay,
so we do
let's
ten.
do
wait,
this.
So we do
I
10,000.
how much is a Cybertruck?
Hold on. Let me walk through this with everybody. You guys got to come on the trip with me now. We're gonna do a Cybertruck raffle. So 6,000 tickets at 15 Aptos buys the Cybertruck. If we sell 10,000 tickets, that means we're selling like in 3/4 of a Cybertruck, or burning that in cash. We could
Yes.
cook with this, boys.
If you don't dream big, you never reach your mountaintops.
Clip it. Let's go. Sneezy, I like where your head's going right now. This is for cooking. I love how did I am I here? Did Max just leave? Am I gone?
So what are we doing?
Oh, okay. You are here. What do you think? Are we going with the Cybertruck idea? How you feeling about this?
Are you asking me or Max? I feel like I'm already sold on doing Cybertruck.
Oh no, I'm asking Max.
Oh, okay.
Sneezy just laid out the idea.
I don't think that the Cybertruck is a good idea. No, sorry.
Well, whatever.
I think that doing more raffles is a great idea, but I think the Cybertruck is a little unrealistic.
God, these people letting themselves get in their own way, Brent.
Well, he's probably onto something, but I think we should still do it.
Because I think with the raffles, a big problem is like just making sure that the expected value is positive. And let's say you have a big raffle where you're taking like hundreds of dollars from people per ticket. If you have to get like, thousands of those buyers with a couple $100s each, it's like a really, really hard sell. And then
I think I understand what your holdup is. How many 2006 Honda Civics can we get for the price of one Cybertruck?
me and my
This
friend
is the right question.
I'm just gonna go. Atreyu's running the space from now on. Brent has infiltrated my brain and filled me with bad ideas.
I think if we want to do a really cool raffle, it probably has to be a little bit novel and unique. Like this one was pretty cool just because there was like a move contract involved. But the raffle itself was pretty basic. I think for the next raffle, if we have a a different like scheme, something that's actually novel, not on the prize. Actually, yeah, it should be novel on the prize, where something like a basket of goods, or like
Ooh, do you know if you're trying
maybe
to
something.
flex? If you're trying to flex the contract too, you could just put everything in one wallet and then have like so everyone could view the prize pool, and then the distribution of that wallet is run by the contract. So once the 10 winners are chosen, all the prizes allotted to those places get paid out automatically. That'd be kind of novel. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
I'm just
I
talking
think
dumb ideas.
no, that's good. I'm not 100% sure that's possible, or if it's possible for the contract to assign ownership of a different wallet. Brent, do you know?
Oh wait, hold on a second. I saw somebody posted this in the chat the other day, talking about how you can send items to V2 NFTs.
Okay, so the NFT, that's like the token standard, right?
Yeah,
So that itself
Yeah.
can act like a wallet.
yeah.
Like you
So you
could
could put
pack
the
NFT with
NFTs
a bunch
in
of
the
assets.
NFT. So when you send that NFT
Ooh.
out, it's actually sending it as oh fuck. That's actually damn. Okay, this is
Yeah.
above my pay grade, boys. But that's kind of cool.
Well, I think it would be awesome, instead of just getting people to like, go to, like just pay like 2 APT for like a raffle ticket. It might be something along the lines of like, GUI or like some other big community on Aptos, like they get all of their users to like put in a bunch of their tokens into this NFT or wallet or whatever it is, until like a certain event occurs, and then it gets transferred to some one single person who's the winner, or like a bunch of people. But Yeah, I like the idea of like multiple prizes in one, and then also like, you know, doing something interesting with the token standards in general,
That sounds fun.
or just something interesting with Move. Like, what's a cool like Move feature that no one has really been using? I think like the 404 style liquid NFTs is a great example. Luke was talking about the Amaterasu collection a lot, and you know, I think that there was another big 404 collection on Aptos. I think like the Town Square guys were working on it or something, but I don't know if they're still around.
I think that's slightly different. They're doing composable NFTs.
Yeah, they already launched, right?
Yeah, I don't think that's
But you're
tied
talking,
to the
oh,
tokens the same way that the
Renegade.
404 is.
Yeah, Renegades.
There you go. Renegades was the other project. And speaking of Luke, we got Luke up here hanging out with us. What's up, Luke? Welcome.
Yo, just enjoying the vibes, man. Not gonna lie, it's like quite early morning for me, so just try to like get the brain working. But it's great to see that we're talking about cyber trucks and everything in between.
Let's go. Twitter's the best way to wake up.
Let's go.
I keep seeing Cash pop out on like my Twitter feed. Basically, seems like a lot of Aptos whales have woken up, and the chat seem really excited as well. GUI chats, Cash chats, hair chats, everything seems a little bit positive at the moment. So yeah, I'm pretty excited.
Oh, the fucking Chads are waking up, Luke, and I love it. I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
Yo,
I think I was
shout
in
out! I
the
think it's
Cash
Hair
channel.
Tokens got the buy bots working in Telegram again for all the projects,
Yeah.
and they are just
Yeah.
going burr.
Yeah. I think I was just talking to some people in the cash, and then there's like a 6,000 buy, and then everyone went like ape shit. So it was pretty nice to see, all the support and love. And I think it's just the beginning, but let's see.
Yeah, I think it's great to see people also just trading the assets. You know, like as much as the sellers, you know, the Jeets, they like hurt your soul. It's like very interesting to see people like sell and then buy back in like, you know, a month later or something. And I think that the reason why Aptos is doing well right now, I think, is because of the new assets that have come to the market. But in order to sustain this activity, I think we need more just trading, right? Like instead of just buying and holding, forgetting about it, and selling when you do like a 10 or 20x, we do need people to like create volume and kind of be like we need bad traders, as bad as that sounds, you know? Like we need people to sell the bottoms and buy the tops, and
Trading's healthy. Trading is healthy. That's, I mean, kind of the aspect is a part of what is on the fungible and non-fungible side that is just part of the ecosystem, just part of the assets that exist. I mean, there's different types of trading, and I mean, man, and I think at least a handful of the people on this stage are for sure the buy and hold till death kind of traders. Maybe speaking probably for just Sneezy and I'm not sure about everyone else, but the Brent, maybe you as well. the
I became a paper hands. I'm so sorry. I'm a piece of garbage, but I have a remedy to fix that. But we'll talk about that later.
Okay, but I mean, either way, it's like, you know, the aspect of trading is a big part of the ecosystem, right? Like buying and selling equally valuable in the essence of like that volume that you're speaking of, Max. So totally agree. It's like the act of trading, in the act of trading, buying or selling is valuable.
Bro, I am. You are right. I'm a buy and holder, but I'm also a buy. And if I need my money in real life, I need to actually sell and use it. Because if I had an accountant, I wouldn't have an accountant because he'd take me off as a client because most of my fucking net worth is in fucking meme tokens. Yo, but trust me, we're gonna be good. Hair's gonna change everything. Gwei,
Um,
Gwei is the future, baby.
I'm telling
But
you,
yeah,
this is
no,
the
dude.
right
Like
path.
I try and hold as much as I can, but like legit, I'm putting I get paid and my free money goes into Aptos and then into the ecosystem. So when I need new tires, fucking hope shit's at a high.
Yo, Sneezy, maybe you can share a little bit about I don't know. I talked to Speech yesterday and it's quite bullish on GUI. I think like I don't know if it's public already, but like the GUI bot and the GUI NFTs, I think both ideas seem really sick. Especially the GUI bot. If you look at how Hyperliquid does like the
I don't know how much of that is public and how much of that is I know and now you know. But yeah, they've got some wicked mechanics coming for the Gwei NFTs. That's going to be essentially a lottery, or not a lottery, a raffle, where you buy your tickets with Gwei, and then randomization is going to figure out whether or not you got a blank ticket or you get the NFT. Again, just bullish on like the more use cases we get for randomization, all the stuff that separates us from other chains that people are working with oracles to build, that is just kind of default tooling for the devs on Aptos.
And
In
I
terms of the
think
Gwaybot, dude, like that's something we need on Aptos, but they're thinking in chess. I'm over here thinking in checkers. They're in chess. Like that's not just gonna be for Aptos. That's gonna be for
Checkers is an easier game to master. I just want to point out checkers is an easier game to master.
yeah. But what did we do that's easy, bro? Easy's no fun.
Dude, but I'm just gonna say right now, Sneezy, I think you're spot on with the idea of just more things that just show rather than tell what's feasible on the chain through native apps and contracts. I think is just like is invaluable, right? And where Max is going with like open sourcing, I don't know what Smith and team are doing, but either way, like generally speaking, I think like it's really good to get more and more of this happening as we get more and more engineers, more people just curious in general about Aptos and Move, so that we can keep pushing all of it together collectively in all the fun use cases that haven't been brought to light yet.
I had to try and find the post about the dev stats, and I think
Oh
we were
yeah,
the
dude.
second largest growth in developers in the last year.
Yep. That's all I'm saying, right? Like
96% increase in amount of developers building on Aptos.
it's kind of crazy numbers, and the more things that we can show that are fun, shiny, you can touch and experience. I think just for those that are the builders, like it just starts, the light bulbs start going off, especially with like good open source and documentation. I mean, our documentation is pretty darn stellar, so I think we just keep pushing that.
That's one I'm going to touch on Mirage, because talking about highlighting this, the nuances of the move language. I think one of the main reasons that those guys are not live yet is because they're waiting for Move 2 and they're waiting for Raptor, because these guys have their mind set on highlighting all of the benefits coming with those.
Dude, I mean, they for sure pushing the index too, right? So it's just gonna be even more of a highlight than I don't know. It's freaking it's very cool to see that we have already insane tech, and the fact that like this is going to amplify it even more just by like these next iterations that are monumental.
Yo, I could not agree more, man. Okay, we got Luke up here. We don't have
Whoa.
huge, but I know that you worked pretty closely with Amaratsu and Asterix to get the 404 live on Aptos. How's that been? Has the launch gone as successfully as you guys were hoping? What's the reception been? People digging it?
Yeah, I think generally, like there's a lot of talks of wanting hybrid assets on Aptos just because I guess there was the 404 trend on Ethereum, and then talking to Greg and talking to some of the engineers on the team, and even some of the ETH teams as well. And then we realized that actually the purest form of a 404 NFT can only exist on Aptos thanks to the native on-chain randomness and the fact that transaction speeds are so damn quick and so damn cheap. So I think on ETH, the issue was when users were kind of re-rolling their NFTs. They can actually see the type of NFTs that are left in the pool. So actually, after a while, no more trading activity kind of happens because whales kind of just sweep like the high tier trades and then they just hold because they can see that in the pool there's nothing left. Whereas on Aptos, it's fully on-chain randomized, so everyone like kind of like wants to gamble or has to gamble to kind of get something that they want, right? Because they can't tell whether or not they are gonna get it. And I think another thing that Amaterasu did very different is that it's a new form of PFPs in the sense that it will always be 10K collections, but the permutations are endless in the sense that every time you kind of re-roll, it's like a whole different set of trades kind of come together. So sometimes the trades may look a bit off-putting, but that's because like it's like imagine there are like 500 trades. It's like it's always randomly generated to kind of like make one NFT. So there's technically like many different combinations, but like just 10,000 NFTs, and everything is like powered by on-chain randomness. So I think with that user experience and everything like that, it's been quite exciting for everyone just trying this out on Aptos. I think it's a lot of people's first time on Aptos and first time using on-chain randomness, and the way that the whole process is, I think is extremely smooth. I think I'm just more bullish on the fact that there's like PMF in this behavior or this process of like clicking to re-roll trades and everything like that. So I'm hoping that more games and everything just adopt it. Yeah.
Yo, bullish on that answer because really Emiratu is just the first to deploy using this, but it's the use cases that this means moving forward and where projects are going to take this.
Yeah,
And dude, you
100%.
hit
I
the
think
nail
the
on
new
that.
form of
Dude, you were talking about the on-chain randomness being the issue with doing this on ETH. I'm like, fuck if I'm going to be paying $34 to re-roll a goddamn NFT 70 times. Like,
Dude, no
never going to
way.
happen. Like, never going to happen.
Dude,
It's
Yeah.
like, it's what, like seven 1,000ths of a penny to do it on Aptos? You can sit there all day and re-roll.
Yep. 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 Um, I think that's why, like, even when we're talking to some like big conglomerates now, like in the Japan IP scene, they're very excited to explore like assets on Aptos just because they've seen the success of Amaterasu, and then they are hoping to kind of like do something like that on Aptos as well. So fingers crossed that you can kind of bring in some of these big gaming studios and big IPs to kind of like utilize this. If we can even utilize it in like simple stuff like any trading card game can easily kind of do this. Like every kind of pack open is like it's fully on-chain randomized as well. So I think a lot of people are quite excited by this as well.
Bro, if you guys need a hand for the pitch to Pokemon, I'm in. No, honestly, like as we're talking about like the 404 and the randomization, I'm like, holy shit, like something like a Pokemon game would be possible doing completely on chain on Aptos.
oh, spot on. Yeah.
Yep, for sure. I mean, you guys are always in the pitch, right? I think you guys are one of the core projects of the Aptos. So every time, so it's like, oh, Aptos monkeys, Gui, these guys. So, yeah, I think like you guys definitely contribute and make our lives doing BD like 10x easier. So I think even for Amaterasu, like just talking to them about the community and everything like that, they were pretty excited to kind of build on Aptos in the long term as well. Yeah, I mean, if you guys got any feedback for them or any ideas on how to make things a little bit more Ponzi like, I'm happy to kind of set up meetings and stuff because I think it'd be fun to see how we can add a Ponzi spin to it. Probably Cash is the best addition though. I feel like bro just gets it.
Dude,
Yeah, we got to give people what they want. Gains.
Yeah, I mean, it's
how
interesting to
can
look at
we
the chart
take
style. I
a
think
risky market and make it more degen? I think they're really solving the root problem that most projects in crypto hit. How do you become more degen? People just are never content. Like my money's not doing enough. I need it in a riskier play. Give me my 10,000x. 1,000x, that's so less bull run.
Luke, I gotta ask, what are some of your favorite use cases for 404 before we go down the rabbit hole of true, just utter degen ideas here? But what are some of your favorite 404s? I heard you talking about some gaming ideas and some other NFTs. Or is there other use cases that you're excited to see the utility or uses of 404 now that there's some PMF for it?
I guess I'm still thinking about it. Like the real reason why we were so bullish on hybrid assets is because like it gave NFT projects like a lifeline in the sense that whenever NFT projects mint now, it's the odds are stacked against them because when you kind of mint on the launchpad, there's like a lot of people that are just waiting on the sidelines, right? They're just trying to see whether the whitelist mint goes out in like 10 seconds or 5 seconds. And then if it's going out really quickly, then they'll ape in. But if they're waiting for like 30 seconds or a minute and the mint starts going slowly, and then it becomes a chain effect, and then a lot of people start becoming skeptical, and then they don't mint. So I think that's the issue, and the team can't really do anything about it. Whereas with hybrid assets, when they're doing the TGE, there's ways that they can kind of protect themselves. Like, if they kind of like, if no one's buying that, at least they are the ones who can kind of secure up supply first to kind of protect like the price and can control things a little bit more. And I feel like it's not really an end whenever you launch a token. I think token is the product and like price is marketing. So a lot of things they can kind of do to kind of get more eyeballs in as well. And it just adds a lot more liquidity to the NFT space. Like people can kind of cash out instantly on NFTs now. And also can buy it easily, right? If you own an Atreyu, you can just kind of sell it on the DEX immediately. Whereas on the usual NFTs, you just have to wait until someone kind of picks up your NFT. So I think it makes the trading process a lot easier as well. Yeah, with on-chain randomness, it makes it a lot more fun. I still think like trading card games, a lot of interest there. A lot of people want to do like trading card games on Aptos and are hoping to kind of do that.
Trading card games, loot boxes, like probably the idea of like gotcha games and stuff like that, like where all of these mechanics are just using and leveraging the randomness aspect and in maybe not strict casinos, which also is the obvious other use case.
Yeah. I think like we kept looking at casinos, like coin flips, all these things for on-chain randomness, but I think like that's the user behavior of just clicking and like reopening something or re-rolling something is like really, really suited for this like trading card game type of thing. So I think a lot of people are quite excited by that. So when I talk to some like of those Japanese companies, I think that's what they are thinking of as well.
Dude, it's a whole thing, right? Like opening loot packs or like card packs on like streams as well. So there's some viral mechanics too. If like some games can figure out how to crack that code and it's all on chain and re-rolled through on chain aspects, that's really cool too.
Yeah. Someone also mentioned, I forgot whether it was Cash. I think he mentioned that it's feels a little bit like Tinder or something, right? I think that ironically also works. Like if you keep kind of like trying to swipe people, you want it to be like fully random and everything like that. And maybe there can be something there as well with like the Cash token or something.
Yeah, I think that's the first thing that came to my mind when I saw it, which was like, I think we all know that like most NFT like minting pages, you buy the NFT and then you get a random one. And then that's a little bit different than actually buying the NFT on a marketplace where you know which one you're specifically trying to buy. And so I think to take it a step even further, you can, you can re-roll and re-roll and re-roll without having to like buy an entirely new NFT, right? So I think that it's pretty similar to Tinder, right? Where, you could just always keep swiping and there will always be like another person to swipe on. And like the slightest little thing that you don't like about it, or them rather, you could just swipe, And same thing with like music. There's an endless supply. There will always be another one. And I've actually been thinking a lot about this for cash markets, because what we're making is or for the next game that we're working on, I'm trying to figure out how to like always give people like a newly created random chart. Like the chart should reset and always have like different mechanics or like a different experience for the user. So that's where I think the randomness can really shine.
Oh, that sounds like a really, I totally get it too, right? Like you don't want to have people just pattern matching basically constantly. So it has to be fresh, it has to be new. It's like the game mechanic and also like the idea of like the hook in essence too.
Yeah, right now people don't even care what tokens they're buying. It's pretty sad to see, they're just like, oh, did this guy talk about it? Or, like let's just go on like Photon Bot and look at the most recently created meme coins and let's just ape at whatever, I think there needs to be like more mechanisms around randomness so that people still feel excited and they can rotate into stuff in and out, but they're not like, choosing, they don't have to like swap to another like team or another asset or another product. They can stay within the product and still get different experiences within that same product.
Sounds like a ton of fun. I mean, do you want to share any updates on your side, Max, about any of that, or I mean, how you're feeling, how you're doing, anything around that in general, in updates or anything along those lines? Totally, floor is yours if you do. If not, I do have a question for Luke as well.
Oh yeah, I can just say that the Crash game that we've been advertising for a long time, it's going to be probably ready in the next week or week and a half. I'm working with MoveBit, and they're like, we just have to do like one more back and forth with our audit because we added like multi-collateral tokens, so that later on we don't have to upgrade our smart contracts when we want to add like USDC or any other meme coin. So we'll be able to create multiple liquidity pools. And then that game will be fundamentally the same as it's been marketed. And then I'm cooking up like a new smart contract for the 100x leverage trading with the random candles.
Let's
So,
go.
yeah, I think that product, I hope, kind of makes Aptos like I'm really hoping that those guys that like Alliance DAO and like Empire Podcast, like all those crypto podcasters, I'm really hoping that they can probably start talking about us if we make this product, because I think it'll really get people addicted.
Dude, I'm first off, huge congrats on getting to like, it sounds like you're at the finish line just about, like, with, you're working with MoveBit, which is just basically you're auditing your smart contract. So shout out to you guys for doing that. And also it sounds like early next year or end of this year, first game, mainnet. Is that kind of what I'm hearing from you?
Yeah, I mean, probably, yeah, before the end of the year.
Dude, oh my gosh, let's go. Holy shoot.
There's like 15 days left in the year, right? So,
yeah, that's like
sure, yeah.
end of year. Okay, let's go, dude. That's awesome. Yeah, and I mean, as for the randomness with the candles, I mean, in the second game mechanic, dude, I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Like what I'm doing right now is taking a bunch of other charts and downloading all of the historical chart pattern data, and then so I have a big database of charts, and then I'm trying to essentially make like a program that makes like a formula, like a formula generator for a line that sort of mimics these chart trends. And then on top of the generalized line, it'll have the random number generator will like create noise around the line.
There you go.
So it'll be like, so it won't look just like a completely like random, chart pattern. It'll have some kind of structure so that it has big pumps and big dumps, and it looks like a normal kind of asset.
Yeah, okay. So that's kind of the context of why you need that historical trading info, just to make it seem more realistic rather than just going straight randomness, which would then just be all over the map, basically.
Exactly.
Yeah, okay. Oh, wow. Interesting. Super interesting. I mean, that's a cool way to go about it. I mean, and adding it sounds like you're adding some variance by using randomness so that like, it's not like predictable. Like no one's going to be able to like somehow reverse engineer your historical charts which also would be insane if someone would like figure this out. But like, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, I definitely want to try to get it to a point where there's a baked in house edge from our chart creator, but I also want to figure out a way that you can allow the user to feel as though they're gaming it.
Yeah.
So
okay,
I can do that. I think we talked about this like a couple months ago on one of these spaces, but you can like bake in like certain technical analysis chart patterns into the random number, or like into the chart creator.
Okay. Yeah. So those that actually are familiar with TA and all the different patterns, they would like, they would be like, oh, I see it. It's a double candle or whatever. Like, I don't know. I was about to say a name there, but I actually don't know any of them. It's like a W pattern, whatever the hell that means.
Fibonacci pattern breakdown.
Yeah.
Going into a dog leg left on a par 4.
Bro, I literally started and then just immediately like, shit, I actually don't know any pattern names.
And so literally all you need to do is get all those patterns and then bake them into the chart, and then like choose, some kind of probability of like how often that chart pattern like actually hits, like let's say you have it be like 80% of the time the chart pattern like continues down the stereotypical chart pattern, and and then people will recognize that, right?
Yeah.
So 80% of the time, like maybe they'll hit it, and then you know, you can still have some left over for like the house edge.
Dude, that's awesome. Yeah, it's a good way. Yeah, it's a good mechanic. I can see how this could easily be addicting as all hell. For you're leading into the degen, as Sneezy mentioned before. You're making it more degen. It's awesome because it is like
Thanks.
it's repeating
I think
constantly
their
and it's
post
always
highlighting
available.
it. Their post highlighting it literally said something along the lines of brain rot incoming.
Oh yeah, let me grab that
Like,
tweet. I
I'm
know.
here for it.
Yeah, yeah,
That is like, tell me you understand your demographic without telling me you understand your demographic.
yeah. Let's go. Just pin to the top there on that one. Let's go. Super true though. I had a great time playing even your first game. I mean, even if it is like less, I guess classified as less degen, maybe. It was still fun. I think we've talked about it a few times on the show, but you know, where you can play on the two-sided market. Like, you know, Sneezy and I probably lean in a little bit on the LP side, where the others and the house side and the others that want to use.
Oh no, dude! I've been dabbling into leverage trading. Bring on the fucking! I want to play the game. At this point, playing the game is going to cost me less money. So bring on the game. I need the game.
The leverage trading. Oh, we got to talk about this at some point for sure.
Oh God, I don't want to talk about it.
And also a little bit of alpha.
I understand liquidation though.
Yeah.
Yeah. So in the game that we're gonna release, you'll be liquidated a ton. But the nice thing is that if it's all denominated
The
in
fuck,
cash,
dude! The game's
and you
just
bet
like
like
real
1,000
life. Let's
cash,
go.
it's like you don't really care if you get liquidated on like a $5 trade, but if you do get like a 50x on that $5, then you're gonna be ecstatic. So yeah,
It's like
I'm
pretty
up
much.
for it.
Sorry, wait. Let me just.
I'm like, wait, this is how I'm leverage trading. I maybe am not doing something right.
Yeah, it's basically like the highs are going to feel super high, but the lows are going to feel mediocre or not that low.
exactly. Yeah, that's the goal.
Wow.
Yo, I'm here for it.
Cool.
I am.
But also,
I am equally excited for the LP side of it, though.
Yeah.
Especially hearing what you guys are talking about, having different LPs.
yeah. So we just just spoiler, like we've been talking a lot with the GUI team, and some large GUI whales are going to LP a ton of their GUI. So the first thing that we're going to launch with is a cash liquidity pool, and then we're going to add GUI and then USDT next.
Dude,
So
let's go.
once that pool is live, we can get all of the GUI holders onto the game, and all of the GUI whales will be able to profit off that if they LP, which they will.
I'll be LPing immediately.
So yeah, TVL, like if we get us listed on like the DeFi Llama page for Aptos, and then we launch with like 50K in TVL of our own cash treasury, then I think that would be really cool, because then we can watch it grow up to 100K in TVL, and then really look at it more like a DeFi protocol.
Yo, that's bullish. Oh, that's bullish. I can't wait to see the cash market tweets with fucking TVL.
Yes, sir. Let's go. Let's go, Cash. Let's go, Max. I'm excited for you guys. And this is like you're talking like super near term right now as far as the initial launch. So exciting back half of the year and beginning of next for all of these. I don't know what your turnaround time is, but giving you grace on all the things.
Yeah, and I'm working on this mostly like by myself and with some friends. You see that guy like Bet in the chat? That's my friend Max. Like we went to school together. He's actually helped a lot on the project.
How many Maxes are on the team? I'm starting. Are we at 2 Max? How many Max?
Yeah, just 2 Maxes, but
okay.
We're all from the same university, and we all kind of got into crypto around the same time. And
was it University of Max?
No, it was a school called Cal Poly in California.
Oh heck yeah! I don't know that university, but I'm not in the States.
Still cool. Nonetheless, you guys are out here building. Let's go.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys asking good questions.
Oh yeah, no, that's all Atreyu. I'm really just here.
Nope.
I'm here for comedic relief, and I'm not even that funny.
Well, you know what liquidation is, so that's a good lesson to learn prior to this.
Fuck. If you want to have a fucking comedy space, we can talk about that the back half.
Yeah, that sounds
God.
good. We could talk about our liquidation trade. I
No,
mean,
in all
leverage
fairness,
trading.
I've only
So
been here for the last year asking somebody to teach me what to do. I figured it out on my own. I just
you,
was hoping someone was going to teach me how to do it the right way.
yeah, we'll see. The thing is, you buy high and you sell, or wait, you just don't sell. You actually just get liquidated. That's
No,
actually how it goes.
legitimately, dude, that is my mentality with fucking leverage trading. Is I just write it off when I put the trade in, and I'm like, this is either gonna go well or fucking I lost some money. Like, dude, I'm gonna take the L like a man, or like the fuck, I'm gonna cash out at 35% down.
Oh, jeez.
That's
This is
that might be a look more inside my head than anything else, but
as Max is over here, like evil grinning, like ha
he's
ha
like, oh,
ha.
dude, Sneezy, you want a beta test?
Yeah,
I
your
will give you some
liquidation
Tesla tokens.
pays my bills.
Oh, dude, I'm good for fucking business.
Oh my gosh, let's go.
Okay,
Dang. So
so
wait, one final question. One final question for Max, I guess. You mentioned the multiple liquidity pools. I'm obviously pretty stoked about all of the above that you've mentioned with basically the top three there. Is like when you introduce new pools, does that mean you're going to be able to then, like, I guess you could say, play the game with those new tokens as well, like GUI, USDT, Cash? Like it's going to go all the above, or is this more just like swapped in the background to provide liquidity? Like how does this like end up working, I guess?
Yeah, so actually so it'll be like actually like you bet with your GUI and then you get paid out in GUI instead of like, in the back end it doing a swap between cash and then back to GUI or something.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah. So it's like you're bringing like partner tokens in to participate in the basically the protocol. That's awesome. Let's go.
Exactly. And I think that, the nice thing about that is, you know, we don't have to compete with each other, right? Like I think right now there is a little bit of, fierce competition between projects on Aptos, and it would be really nice if we could have a central place where people could, bet with their own bags, right? And instead of like being forced to use cash, but
Bro,
then
rising
all of
tide
the
lifts all
revenue,
ships.
exactly, and then all of the excess revenue that we earn, we can just buy back cash with it. So I think it's a win-win.
Yeah, it's definitely, yeah, for sure. Rising tide lifts all ships. More exposure, more opportunity, more possibility, and you're still winning in the background from. I'm assuming there's some form of like fee generation or LP or whatever route that you're actually earning in this field. I'm imagining the more people are playing, it's a win. So let's go.
Yeah. And thank you for the kind words. Appreciate it.
yo, Joda only gets a pass because of time zones, but like we gotta keep him up late one night and get Joda in an after dark with you.
Yeah, it's funny because like me and Joda will like call like right before I go to bed. And then, our calls always end up like, oh, it's like 3 a.m. Gotta go to bed. It's so funny.
Yo, dude, that is the best slash worst thing about Web3 friends. Like Trey and I, when we get on a call, is very much the same thing. It's like, damn, dude, we've been on the phone for like 5 hours. It's 3 in the morning. I gotta work tomorrow. Like I gotta be at work in 4 hours.
It's the best and worst thing.
Yo, I got it. Okay, last question, then we'll reset the room. And I got some. I want to talk NFT ecosystem with Luke a little bit. How concerned are you on a scale of 1 to 10 about losing Joda to the new Abu Dhabi Aptos Foundation office?
Well, I don't know if you guys know this, but Joda has like a job, like a real like
What?
full-time. Um,
What?
yeah,
No,
he has
I'm
a
Let's
kidding.
job.
go.
I know Joda. Joda's one of us. He works a real life job.
He gets it.
Yeah. Um, yeah, he has like, a wife and kids too. So I don't think he's gonna like switch jobs anytime soon.
Okay, so you're gonna get all this free time still.
Yeah.
Okay,
I
good.
would say
As
he's
long as long as Cash has secured the Joda bag, we're good.
yeah, like I think originally Joda's role was like kind of like an angel investor, and then as he's like gotten more and more excited about the feedback from the community and like all the people that are excited about the brand, and as we've like worked together more and like talked more, he definitely like wants to see the Aptos ecosystem like grow, and he thinks that it's like a really good narrative that we're super early on. And he's a TradFi bro. I think he's seeing all of the TradFi companies look at Aptos as a potential place to build their products. And same here, you know, I think that Aptos has a really nice future ahead of it. And like our main competition, of course, is Sui and Solana, both of which are doing very well right now. But I think that like right now is the best time for us to stick around Aptos and like just heads down build. And like I think that Aptos has had a vibe shift. Maybe the vibe shift started like 2 or 3 months ago, or maybe even just 1 month ago. You know, like things have really turned around a lot, and it's looking really good.
I think you're right on both those timeframes. I think it shifted very strongly from the community standpoint 3 months ago, and you're seeing the resonation of that message being received loud and clear in the last month. And I'd even go a shorter time frame than that. I think it's been more recent. Like it's really been the last 2-3 weeks.
Yeah, 2 or 3 weeks probably. Yeah.
And like it's if that's any indication, as okay, I got a couple points I want to go back to what you were talking about. The Solana versus Sui thing. I think, yes, we're in the same race as them, but we are on a clearly different path as to how we're competing in that race. Solana has the big first actor advantage. Sui is seeing their success because they're targeting their success in a certain way. I don't get discouraged seeing where Aptos is. Like you said, they're going after TradFi. I think the TradFi bros are getting legitimately excited. I trust the process personally. I see Aptos's vision. I understand the frustration from the community sometimes because at the end of the day, we occupy a very degen space. People investing are probably much less risk averse than the people who are heading the chain, just based off of where their roadmap and what their end goals are. I'm personally choosing to trust the process. I see where they're going, and I see the builders in the ecosystem. I trust you guys are degen enough to carry the degen side of this shit. Let them go after TradFi. If we need to be the swing in that degen shit, then let the community run. I think we're in good hands with the likes of yourself, Smith, Nomadic with Gwei, Sai and Gino with Hair, Rufio and Arc with Donk. Like, I think the degen side's in good hands. But it's definitely been nice the last couple weeks seeing from the top down that shift in meta.
And Movement Labs, they have their mainnet in January. That's going to probably be the time that Aptos has a gigasend.
100%. Definitely seeing a lot of like people interested. Like shout out to Rushi and team. Like they are definitely making some waves, but like it is also like and on the successful launch, like awesome job. And huge congrats to that entire team. But I 100% agree with what you're saying, Max. It's like a lot of interest coming in from that, and a lot of interest that just then transcends into also Aptos and Aptos Move because of it.
Yeah. I also the trickle down I think we're gonna see from Move because Move's been there's a very collaborative vibe with Movement and Aptos that we haven't seen with other move chains to this point. That's the politically correct way I'm gonna say that. Get me on a Saturday space after a couple drinks, I'll tell you how I really feel.
You're the man, Max. Thanks for coming up and hanging out with us, by the way. You're always welcome. You know where to find us. We're out here. And I cannot wait for you guys to be going live with the first game. And maybe you can jump back and come and hang out as you get ready for mainnet on that because it's gonna be an exciting time.
Thank you, Atreyu. Yeah, let's get some live streams going. Like,
Yo,
I don't know what's wrong with like Twitter live streams, how you can't see like comments and everything or
bad.
like the live comment feed. But I think once we figure out like a good streaming setup on like Discord or YouTube live streams, and then we just get everyone to like play the game at once, get some brain rot going.
That sounds like a ton of fun. Some brain rot going. Let's go. Sneezy, over to you.
Yo, I'm here for it. Yo, should we do a quick reset?
Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Let's do it.
No, we got what, 40 minutes left?
Yeah, quick reset.
We got Luke up here. I want to talk to him about some of the stuff that's minting currently, some of the stuff that minted, some of the stuff that will be minting.
If this is your first time here, welcome to Aptos After Dark, where we discuss everything going on Aptos over the past week and sometimes more or less, with awesome people joining us like Max and Luke each and every week, hosted by myself, Atreyu, and Sneezy. If you're enjoying the vibes, the content, or the culture, throw us a like, a follow, a retweet, a comment across any of the channels like YouTube, Spotify, YouTube Shorts, Instagram, X, all the channels, all of the above. I think the one thing we're waiting on is Apple Podcast. Really dragging along here on that one, but yeah, a like, a follow, a retweet can go a long way. Much appreciated.
No, that's what's up. What you'll never find is any financial advice. Just a bunch of cool people talking about the awesome stuff being built in and around the Aptos blockchain. If you are interested in anything we've been talking about tonight, download a Pet Your Wallet, Google Play Store, Apple Store, get involved. You can use your Google email account, create your wallet. You don't even need to mess with the seed phrase. It could not be easier to get involved.
Let's go.
Let's go.
That felt good. Little reset.
Just a little resetty poo, just so people know we're really trying to do a proper podcast here.
We're out here.
We're not just up here in a Twitter space. This is a podcast.
This will be on Spotify.
And
we're doing stuff. And it's Luke.
Luke, my man.
What's up?
Yo, we were touching on the change that's been felt in the community the last couple weeks. Gotta say, you've been a part of that. Brent, Greg, David.apt, all been a part of that. I'm gonna ask for a little peek, a little peek into Oz behind the curtain. Is this something that's been the topic of discussion? Have you guys been listening to the feedback from the community? Is this consorted, or is this just kind of dumb luck all happening at the right time?
I think it's a mixture of everything, but I think we've always been kind of like on the ground, or at least for myself, just on the ground, hearing feedback and things like that. I think it's just like a lot of things that we want to do, we just couldn't do until like a certain time passed, and then yeah, I think we're at a point where we're a bit more liberal and just more actively kind of showing our support for like OG communities and builders on Aptos. I think we kind of get it, and yeah, I mean, I think we definitely. I think either way, we're still getting a lot more builders onto Aptos. It's just that it's such a new ecosystem that it takes a lot of time. Sometimes we kind of like spend a lot of time to get like a BD deal in, but like it takes quite a bit of time to kind of like build, to learn move and all that. So like there's this huge like lagging effect in that sense, where sometimes the deals that we do are not really reflected until like a couple of months down the road, right? So it's just kind of like there'll probably be like a sudden short squeeze of like projects and bullishness into the ecosystem, because I think this year we were quite aggressive with like poaching new projects and everything like that, and we hope that they will add value to the ecosystem and the community also. It's just that they're spending so much time learning move and adapting to like the new ecosystem and everything like that. So I think once they've really sorted it out and they all come out, hopefully in the right time, yeah, it would be really good. And just on the DeFi side as well, I think a lot has changed. I think you see like some new hires like Jay. On the DeFi side, I think those guys really get it. They're DeFi power users. So I think like expect some like bullish stuff soon. A lot of the DeFi platforms, or most of the DeFi platforms, don't have a token as well. So I think the team is kind of preparing for that. So it's very exciting to see all these things take place. I think like in Q1 we see a lot more token launches, a lot more liquidity incentives and everything like that. So just perfect timing in the market, man.
Yo, okay. Sorry, I didn't realize I was on mute. You touched on the DeFi and you touched on the learning build, and I know that you're the NFT guy, but something that like pinged in my brain when you were talking about that stuff was like the fact that low key Ave is cooking in the background, and like that's just looming over everybody's head.
I just said I think a lot of people forget about that. I think that partnership has huge use case for us, right? In the direction that we are
Bro,
taking as well.
wait until all these people trading on ETH realize that they can be doing the same trades at a faster pace, interacting with the market in more real time at a literal fraction of the price.
Fraction
Yep,
of a
hundred
fraction.
percent. I think that's why we're still early, but like I think maybe like what's changed for it, just knowing that despite being early, we still gotta do even more. You know what I mean? So I think maybe that's what has kind of felt different recently, right? Even more
One
waiting
hundred
for
percent.
change.
It's not like we're building on an EVM. Like it's not a layer two. This is a brand new language. Aptos move. Anything people are doing, they're doing it for the first time, unless someone luckily has done that before. And that's one of the things that Aptos is great at doing is having so many of these features integrated into the language itself.
100%,
And
and
But
all
I
it's
think
still a process. It's still a process. Like,
it is.
okay,
It is.
Del, we got the NFT guy in here. We should talk some NFTs.
Yeah, NFTs, man. I think it's quite interesting. I think we're at a place where definitely want to bring like more games and real use cases for I guess NFTs. I think that's where Aptos can shine. I think PFP is definitely strong as well. But personally for me, I don't think like I don't really want to compete like head to head with like the Pudgy Penguins and all that. Like I've seen how like back at Polygon and paid like crazy money to get like youths on board and things like that. It hasn't really worked out. So yeah, I think just being very careful about those partnerships because I don't want to be like draining resources for no reason. Rather just give that back to the community. So I think that's that. So I think it's like really about if it's an IP play, like how can we make IP interesting on Aptos? So I think like talking to some of those like IP companies in Japan, for example, we have World Expo coming up. Like how do we tie everything together to make it like uniquely only Aptos? We don't want to just a one-time drop as well and then they leave, right? How can they kind of build the entire ecosystem on Aptos? So I think those are things that take quite a lot of time and those are conversations we're having. Hopefully more games come up as well. Not really on the gaming side, but I think gaming will have a decent run as well on Aptos. And it might be next year in Q1. So and that's great for Atreyu and some of the OG gaming folks on Aptos as well. I think that would kind of add a lot to NFTs. And I think like looking at Sui or some other ecosystems, I think some of the main NFTs that are pumping are also just DeFi NFTs, right? So I think hopefully like I'm talking to Jay and some of the others on the team as well. So maybe we'll see some of that come up soon.
so gaming, just looking for the use cases that are most basically what you just talked about with Amaretsu earlier, the what use cases for NFTs have the most amount of utility by leveraging Move being basically without a doubt the cheapest and fastest entirely on chain, basically Web3 language, is kind of where your head's at right now. It sounds like, Luke, as far as the next things of what's coming with NFTs that you're excited about, the waves that you're kind of looking into that crystal ball and kind of predicting what would be some opportunities for NFT projects to really shine what's possible in comparison to the pudgy penguins of Ethereum in essence. Is that kind of, if I was to summarize that back to you, is that kind of like quickly a quick version of what you kind of just said?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And if it's like an IP play, then like hopefully it's a brand new IP and it's something interesting. I think you don't want to just like have a big partnership for the sake of it, and then most of the volume gets done on Ethereum. Then it's kind of like meaningless as well.
That's amazing. Yeah, I mean, for the gaming side, man, I mean, obviously, I think I have a million follow-ups on that one, but I know you said you're not really on the gaming side, although I know you are a gamer, Luke. I'm pretty sure you are. But either way, we won't maybe tick too much into that if you don't want. But I am curious on like,
I
if you're
can,
seeing anything
yeah.
more fun on the gaming side.
No, yeah, I am a gamer, so I think like that's why I try to get a bit more on the gaming side of things. Especially since it's linked to NFTs. Might do more next year, so which is good. But yeah, I think I went to YGG Summit in Manila as well to try to grow Atol's presence there, and it seems like a lot of users are really really hungry for Web3 games. There's actually like many channels of distribution, at least in Southeast Asia, that I think games are looking to tap into as well. Um, I think we have some interesting games. I think trading card games would really do well on Aptos, to be honest. Great volume for NFTs also.
So might be trying to find something to do there. I think like first person shooters generally quite hard. I think I saw like Shrapnel's teaser yesterday. It's good, but it's like it's really really hard to compete against like the big guys out there. If you're talking about like real gamers, so I think that's like the hard part. Yeah, but overall, I think a lot of people are still very keen on like Web3 gaming. I just think that unfortunately token is a big product, and whenever the token launches and if it dies, then that's where like the game really struggles to kind of continue. But if it's done properly, then I think you know the game has a long lifespan there.
Man, it's so true. It's almost like the game itself is speculation, and then once the game does come to reality, people become almost sometimes a little less interested. I heard that recently from people that are building in the Web3 gaming space. It's like there is such a strong appetite, but then you got serious companies like Off the Grid and Shrapnel that are doing incredible work, making incredible, pretty much what feels like AAA quality gaming, but and spending tens of millions of dollars for marketing through whatever means that they ended up capturing those kind of funds. And it's still they're competing against the Fortnites and all these other the massive publishers out there in a vertical just to capture the air quotes mass adoption phase. So finding that unique case and cases like you're saying, and also Max highlighted earlier, which is like that finding your audience, that PMF that finds games and mechanics that suit well to Aptos is, I think, yeah, it's gonna trading card games. You said that a few times, man, and I'm really excited to see some trading card games coming to Aptos if that's something top of mind. I feel like there's this idea of building games. It's like I'll stay until my face turns blue. Like Move provides you that opportunity to no longer have that UX trade-off that we're so used to or accustomed to when building like a Web3 game, because it's so basically fast and easy to to ramp and also to like have that finality. Like we're talking sub-seconds, so it's like it's not even something that a user can like, really know. And then also the sign up, sign in, sign up, sign out process with like maybe something like Keyless. So yeah, it sounds like you're going to be moving a little bit more in the gaming next year. That gets me friggin' bullish as hell. I'm not going to lie. Let's get more games on Aptos. Let's go.
Yeah, I still think gaming has a huge PMF in Web3 despite everything. It might be a slow horse in that sense, but it's just something that people want to do. And if you ask someone like what do you want to do on chain, it's probably like two things. Like it's either gaming or three things: gaming, NFTs. But even in NFTs, you can't be like doing much every day, so it's always mostly just DeFi. And I think at most gaming, right? If you really want to be active on chain every day, there's not really much to do. So I think like gaming is extremely important. Whenever someone goes to a chain, they always kind of ask like what games are there beyond the NFTs and the DeFi. And I think gaming is where people can get extremely creative to see how they can attract new people and really showcase the powers of the chain that they're working with.
100%. I gotta ask you. I mean, like you said, you went to YGG in the Philippines, YGG Philippines team. They seem like freaking rock stars, to be frank. I would love if you can give like I don't know, like a quick summary of that event, how it felt, the vibes, Web3. I know we're talking a lot about Web3 gaming, but you're letting me just keep asking you questions and Sneezy not interrupting me, so I'm just gonna keep going.
Let it
Do you
rip,
want to?
Tater Chip.
Yeah, you mind talking a little bit about that? Just like how your experience was and everything about, or not, whatever you're willing to share, basically about the event. Super jealous.
Yeah, I think we kind of went in with like an open mind. I think we didn't really have too many expectations. I think it was my first time there as well. It's crazy enough. I think it's like the first time a conference like was like fully packed out, and there were like lines forming outside just to enter like 9 a.m. on the dot. Right, normally like you go to a conference 9 a.m. it's get kind of empty. 12 p.m. you start to see some people trickle in and things like that. But like here you see like a huge line of like young students, mostly at 9 a.m. That's where you enter trial games to learn more about the chains there as well. So thankfully Aptos had a booth there, and I think like Aragon and Undying CD managed to make it for that one. Um, they kind of like demo their products, and I think like the first like day itself, they already got like a couple new 100 signups, right, and new wallets that are active. So like I think it's a huge opportunity for distribution. People are just super excited. It can be quite competitive because there's a lot of games. So another flip side is that like with this channels of distribution, you know, it might be beneficial for projects to also build something that's very consumer facing, that is not gaming, because you won't be competing too much in that sense. Like so there's two ways to look at it. But yeah, we did has some chats with some teams looking to like socialify or things like that will really kind of tap on this young demographic and for like modes of distribution. So yeah, I think like that's just like a high level thing. But the event kind of made us rethink gaming and access how we can kind of work better with some of these deals as well.
Dude, that's like so freaking bullish. So much interest and appetite. Like you said, who's showing up for conferences at 9 in the morning? I don't know. Sneezy, you've been to a handful now at this point. Anyone there at 9 in the morning? You know what I mean? Like nobody.
Not Sneezy. Sneezy's hungover at 9 a.m. most of the time.
Excuse me, sir. I want it noted. The second day in Korea, I had to be there to help Gwei set up at like 7 o'clock in the morning. I was there. I was not happy about it, but we were there.
We'll fix that. We'll fix that. Maybe we'll do it like the night before or something. Get the web
Oh
people.
yeah, hit me at like, dude. I'm super lively at like 11:30 the night before. I have to be up at 7 in the morning. That's seriously like I'm not even joking. Like I'm the life of the fucking party at that time. 7 a.m. that morning. Where do you need the table? Okay, I'm gonna put the table there.
Yeah, we'll fix that. Maybe we'll do it in like the States or that area next time. We'll see. But likely, maybe Aptos Experience will still be in Asia next year. Likely.
Yo,
Let's
dude,
go.
you know what? I'm not even gonna make my Nostradamus pick as to where the Aptos experience is gonna be this year. You guys should all know where I'm guessing, anyways. And if you don't know, go check out what we're sponsoring next year. That runs for 6 fucking months in Japan.
Yeah, if you know, you know.
Anyways,
Anyways, crystal ball out.
if I were a betting man, I might not get liquidated on that trade.
Let's go. Luke, I mean, are you open to sharing anything about some of the, is there any upcoming projects, even if you don't give any names that you're, excited about, you're in chats with, anything for as you wrap up, or anything you want to talk about when it comes to, year in review or next year in 2025? I don't know, whatever, it's your first time hanging out with us, so it's like pretty cool to have you up here. And we can definitely, I would say it's very cool to have you up here. Anything you want
Yo,
to chat about when it comes
super
to,
cool and long overdue. We're so
yeah,
glad to have you, bro. Like, so
dude,
glad to have you
seriously.
here.
It's epic
Yeah,
as hell, honestly.
we'll definitely hop on more. I got a call I gotta hop to, but I'll just say some stuff. I think generally just super excited that I think by now like it's quite clear like who are like the builders on the Aptos as well. So just like hoping to double down and support them and give them as much love as possible. Really appreciate all the love during the bear market, and I think things will get like a lot higher. Maybe from NFT point of view, as also like I think there are measures in place to kind of make certain metrics look good. So that's one. I think like you can look forward hopefully to certain big Japan IPs coming to Aptos. Fingers crossed. I think hopefully I don't choke that deal, but I think that'll be interesting. And I think in terms of like Amaterasu, I think they're looking to partner with like a lot of like different brands and companies to do like specific trades, like that are it's kind of like they want to do like the Web3 like trade store in that sense with all these like different brands and companies that they know. Um, Hopefully get a lot more DeFi NFTs on board. Might have some shift up in the DeFi side of things. So we'll see how we can include NFTs there. Um, and gaming NFTs for sure, I think it's definitely big on my radar. So I'm hoping to kind of like help games on Aptos grow and just crush it basically. So I think these few things are on the radar at the moment. And definitely I think if you guys know anyone that wants to build a Aptos, feel free to hit me up. Or if you guys need anything, I think Sneezy's been texting me quite a bit also. So and just feel free to hit me up anytime.
Joe, that's what's up, man. I actually pinned their tweet to the top. I think that's super cool because they're talking about being able to remove traits from the rerolls while the contract is live. So if you have a rare trait, that might get cut from the collection, or they'll be able to release limited editions. So if you re-roll, you'll be able to get certain traits for a limited amount of time. That is such a friggin' cool dynamic, and like just from an NFT geek, that is going to lead to some like ultra rare combinations in the collection.
Yep. Yeah, I think what's cool, right? And like it's the last thing, but it's just that like in the past, like if you wanted like a rare NFT, you just have to buy it, right? Or be extremely lucky at mint. But now it's like if you mint and you review like most look okay, but like I guess like a base character or something that you don't like, you can just keep re-rolling, and then on Aptos it's so cheap, like one APT goes a long way, right? So I think that's like, but that's also good and bad. Because I realized that this doesn't add that much to NFT volume in that sense. Because like people might just keep re-rolling and not wanting to buy the NFT. But I think with like the limited time trades and everything, and like limited edition drops and things like that, I think that's where the mechanism will really kind of like lead to a kind of like a supply squeeze, and force people to kind of buy the NFTs at the end of the day. So it's either you get extremely
Dude,
lucky or we'll see how it is.
it also provides that opportunity for the season, like the seasonality type stuff. You know what I mean? Like you got the
Yeah,
holiday
yeah,
type
yeah.
specials, you got the
That's exactly what
partners,
they're
the limited
thinking.
edition. Oh, it's
That's
super
exactly what
cool.
they're
Oh my
thinking. I
gosh.
think I think Chinese New Year is on their radar. So hopefully there'll be some Chinese New Year trades, maybe some Aptos special ones as well, leading up to like Aptos experience and all those things. But I think they really want to work with the community. So if you guys have any ideas, just feel free to DM them. DM huge. I think they have a Twitter space tonight as well. But they're super down to get a lot of feedback from the community. Maybe GUI trades. Who knows? I think they're super down to do all that.
Oh man, I definitely will be DMing him. We got to get a pirate trade in there.
Yo,
Oh, yeah,
100%.
yeah, yeah. That'd be great.
I just
All right, guys.
one thing you talked. Sorry, real
Go.
quick. I'm going to keep you one more minute. I think that's going to lead to some very, very unique and cool NFT markets when it comes to Amaratsu. Like, I think you're absolutely right.
Mm,
You're not going to see the same kind of volume from other collections because those base traits. You're not. I think you're not going to see floor NFTs being listed or sold because people are just going to re-roll that. That doesn't mean they're not going to have volume though. I could see them having collections with like very high sales and that's it, where the only NFT market is for those rarer trades. I,
yep. Yep.
anyways, I think that's super cool.
Yeah, I mean, I know you guys have a lot of great ideas, so I'm also hoping for a way to Ponzify this re-rolling experience, not just for them, but for a lot of your projects or anything really. So if you guys have any crazy ideas, hit me up or hit them up. I think like the more we can kind of like cope with this feature, the crazier it'll be, because everyone will be like, oh my god, like it literally is only possible on Aptos, right? And it can like kind of start the whole wave. And yeah, I think like like I've tried re-rolling and it's so addictive from a user DMF, and I heard the same from a lot of people. And these guys are like first time users to Aptos, and they're generating like tons of transactions. So I think like in less than like 40 hours, I think Amaterasu did like 30K transactions on the chain, which is pretty awesome as well. So that's how cheap it is, that's how addictive and fast it is. And I see a lot of people in the chat say like, they do not want to go back to the UI anymore, because once they go there, they gotta just keep clicking non-stop, right? So I think that's why I'm really hoping Cash does something big, Kui does something big. And yeah, if you guys have anything, just hit me up, man.
Yo, I don't think
Legend.
it's a better time to be an NFT builder with 404 being available now.
100%, 100%. All right, guys.
Dude,
Like
like I
20 minutes
have a
late.
great night, bro.
Have a have a
We
great.
won't keep you. Appreciate the hell out of you and thank you for spending some time with us tonight, bro.
No
Anytime you want,
worries.
you're welcome.
No worries.
Door is
All right.
always
Thank you, guys.
open. See you, Luke.
See you guys. Bye bye.
Yo, I straight up, I don't think there's a better time to be an NFT builder with a collection coming up. Having this available to be an avenue you can look at.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, it's immediately got me thinking of how we can leverage this with like either Treasure Hunt or Pixel Pirates or any future games.
Bro, holy fuck. Imagine a rewards token for the game that was a 404 token. So,
Dude,
like,
right?
bro, sorry, we
I
shouldn't be
don't
giving away your ideas free in spaces, but
no, I
damn.
mean
God
someone go build
damn.
it. Let's go. I don't know. I think there's a lot of fun mechanics with the 404 with gaming that he just like started talking about, and like it was like light bulbs are just going off like crazy. I'm like, oh wow, this is the way.
No, sorry. I don't know who Dr. Wulan thinks he is coming into this space wearing that PFP, but that is probably the most badass Amaratsu NFT I've seen so far.
Sheesh,
Look at that thing. The Medusa, the mask, and the shining. Damn. Okay,
dude,
homie. Okay, homie.
let's
I see you
go.
cooking.
So you guys, Sneezy, you did some of the rerolling, right? Or no?
I did not re-roll. I went to the secondary and bought something I thought was real pretty off the hop.
Dude, your freaking purchase was epic as hell then. Like, what the hell? I also tag, I think did I not pin yours at the top? Because yours was sick.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how
I,
much
I,
10,000 tokens cost. I just know that the one I wanted was 49 Aptos, so that's what we bought.
that's what you
Luke was
got.
crazy. I think Luke dumped like 88 on his gold crown or gold mask.
No, sheesh.
Yeah, man. That's what I'm saying. Like, I think that's gonna create a very cool marketplace for those NFTs. I think it's gonna be highly unlikely you'll see a lot of floor stuff listed or being purchased because people are just gonna re-roll or go buy the 10,000 tokens. But the rare stuff, the neat looking stuff, people are gonna pay a premium for it.
Dude,
It's just time. You know what I mean? Like, how long do you want to sit there and re-roll to try and get something cool versus going to the secondary, paying well above the token price, but knowing you're getting what you're getting?
dude, I don't know. I'm
Dude, the
so
more
incredibly
like,
excited.
yeah, yep, the more that collection is around and the more I see it, the more bullish I am on everything it's about.
Yeah, and also the protocol itself, the 404, like it's
Dude,
freaking,
for the whole
it's Luke,
ecosystem, that's gonna change NFTs. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Luke's
if
spot
you
on.
if you have
It's
an NFT coming out that you haven't launched yet that you've been cooking, why would you not look at putting it on 404 and tokenizing it?
tokenizing it. And yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good points to it. The one thing he did talk a little bit about that, we kind of breezed straight through was the token, like, I guess I don't fully understand, maybe like understand this aspect of it, but like the supply of the tokens, like the fungible token side, I guess you could say, which is like, you can control, yeah, he was mentioning like you can control more of the token supply if you need or want to kind of thing from the money symbol AMA, I think it is the ticker.
Well, yeah,
Or
in the same way you could do with any token, though.
well, yeah,
Do you know
that's
what
what
I
I'm
mean?
saying,
Like,
right? Like
if the
it's a whole
project holds
different.
more of the supply, the project is in more control of the supply to help control that price.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
I guess I don't think he was saying like every mint, but so if your mint goes stagnant, instead of having to mint out X amount of NFTs, you could purchase the token at the lower value and move it along. Do you know what I mean?
yes, I think I get that. Yeah,
It's low key. It's low key the same thing. It's just with a fungible asset versus non fungible asset.
gotcha. Either way, it's cool. It's cool. I mean, I
Yo,
think we know a
long
few
story
people that might
short,
be.
go mint a pixel pirate. Okay, go mint a caveman and go mint an NFT ring by a person like you.
That is the TLDR to
That was my
this
main
episode.
takeaway. That was my main takeaway from having Luke in the space tonight. Ah,
Oh shoot. Yo,
great time
honestly
to
though,
remind you guys this is never financial advice, but
it's a great time to be on Aptos, great time to be a builder, great time to be a supporter of NFTs and all of the culture coins and meme coins that we got out there. We're wrapping up 2024. It's gonna be a fire 2025. It was an epic
2025 is
2024.
gonna be lit as fuck.
It's gonna be insane.
Faces will melt.
I hope everyone's ready. I don't think I'm ready.
Dude, I don't even like I've been sitting here talking about how I want to be a part of it and like how I'm excited for it and like as it's getting closer, I'm like, bro, I don't know if I'm ready for this shit. This is gonna fucking be crazy.
This is gonna be nuts. Yeah, exactly. I mean, we're yeah, man.
No, dude, this is my first bull run going in where I feel somewhat prepared. Like I actually feel like I have my bags loaded and like just seeing number go up is just like damn.
This is more
And we're
fun.
just starting.
Yeah, no, true. Yeah, I mean, it's going to be a fun cycle, I think. And Aptos has got a lot of cool stuff cooking in there. I think what Luke also said to me, or said to us, I should say, sorry, that was part of this
Now
space
he
that,
said it to you. Like I said, dude, I'm just here for shitty comedic relief. I'm not even funny.
bro,
He was talking to you. You guys were talking. I was just here.
dude, the one thing he mentioned that I think is it's good to hear from his perspective and like the way that they're framing around this is like they're looking to drive the unique aspects that's only possible on Aptos. And I think that's like such a strong point because it is like, going and competing against like IP with Pudgy or something like that isn't, you know, it isn't the power of the chain and why you'd be here, right? Like there's so many use cases and utility and opportunity to be leveraging the tech is Aptos, that like they're looking for those opportunities, and hopefully more builders come that are looking for that as well, like Treasure Hunt, like Cash Markets, like Amaretsu, like all these different opportunities that are like driving in that high volume, low cost throughput that like is only feasible because it's L1 like Aptos.
So I'm not trying to out anybody that's in the space or might be listening in the space, but I see Peckers down there. I'm definitely not targeting this at him. But
Definitely not.
like if I had a caveman's NFT out that I knew was going to lead to a drop of a say an
A second.
Aptos collection, perhaps.
Whoa, that's bold.
I would maybe look at how I could do that as a token airdrop instead of an NFT drop, or some kind of like you get a whitelist price to buy the token over not, and doing it in some kind of cool, unique way that is Aptos exclusive. But like I'm not talking directly to Pecker because that could be construed as financial advice, and we don't do that here.
No financial advice. But oh
No.
my gosh, look who
Hey,
just showed up.
whoa, hey Pecker,
Hey,
Yo,
what's
good
up,
morning.
bro?
GM.
Yo, what up? Hey, yo, so yeah, super bullish on what's happening with Aptos right now. Like a lot of people has been building, and yeah, it feels so different from like when I first came in, because the time when I first came in, like there are only quite a few projects that were like going at it. We had the Monkeys, we have Mavericks. Now there's so many more that's like very active community wise, and also on the back side of things. And yeah, like honestly, I feel like that's also one of the reasons why I'm holding back a bit on AptoSource, because initially AptoSource was going to be just an art project, but with everything coming out, I felt like I have to up my game. So yeah, we have to cook a bit.
Pecker.
Yo, what up, Trey?
Hi,
How tall
Pecker.
are you?
Oh, I'm 5'8".
Yo, do
Okay.
you think that you could beat Cash Markets in a wrestling match?
What did Pat? Wait,
Yo,
I
isn't
don't know
that
what.
dope
Like,
when you're
wait,
trying
are
to
we
have a
talking about
serious
Max or
conversation
Dota?
and then someone goes like, "How fucking tall are you?"
What do you mean? Like, bro, that's a serious conversation. Like, you have to know who you're talking to. Bro, height. When somebody gives
Tell
out
me
their
more about
height,
your project. Oh, okay. I have a follow-up question. How tall are you?
oh,
I was totally listening to you the whole time. I wasn't thinking about asking you how tall you were since you started talking.
no, but I'm 5'8" though.
Damn it, Pecker.
Yeah,
I'm,
no,
I'm
dude. I still
I'm
remember
not
you
giving much
bumbling
more.
into the NFT mega chat on Telegram and just being like, "Hi, I create pixel art. My name's Pecker."
Bro, how long was that ago?
Bro, that honestly probably just over a year ago.
Holy shit, we've been at it for a year.
Bro. Yo, no, honestly, maybe a little bit later. Maybe like January, but I feel like
It's damn close to a year or more.
there was a 2 month window where like Dr. Wulon and I like became much closer friends. I met Atreyu, I met Pecker, fucking Julian Serene started popping into spaces. Like I feel like that was all in like the January, February of this past year. I could be mistaken a little bit on the dates, but like it's been a crazy fucking year. The amount of people, like, I don't know, dude. I feel like the families coming into this year are substantially stronger than we did last.
25 gonna be fun as hell. Pecker, we should chat about some 404 stuff. I know you're on the nerdy side. Let's I mean, Sneezy, you can join too, of course.
I was
Let's
literally gonna say, don't worry, I'll just be over here fucking myself.
let's nerd out a little bit, you know?
I don't like NFTs at all. I
Yeah,
definitely like
Sneezy definitely wouldn't be
that's
interested
like
in
that's
this.
what comes to mind. If someone says Sneezy, that guy hates NFTs.
Max, oh shit, Max, you're up here too. What the hell, you're out here hanging out with us? My bad.
Oh
You
yeah,
you
no,
can come and hang out too.
Max also may or may not allegedly or unallegedly have something cooking with NFTs. Same thing. I don't know why you wouldn't like how you listen to this space and you're not thinking, shit, my NFT needs to be 404.
But yeah, man, there's a lot of fun to be had with that. The seasonality, the different themes, all that other stuff. That's like basically you can upgrade the contract. It sounds like it's providing, adding, and removing trades. I don't know. That's kind of insane to me. That this is a basically a conversation that's happening, and the fact that it's pretty much liquid as well through a fungible token. And wow, yeah, it's just a lot of wild things and combined into a single conversation.
It's like getting randomness, or it's like getting Google Connect, or it's like any of the other things that Aptos has provided to us to build with. Like
This year's been wild for Aptos and
you
NFTs.
start thinking about it, and it's like, holy shit! Like all this stuff I was promised about Web3 is actually possible here.
Dude, it's been a crazy year for how much progress Aptos team, like how much they've shipped, like how many AIPs have been pushed out, and how much like pretty massive features. Um, yeah. Anyway, it's gonna be a freaking awesome 2025. Circling back to that,
Frick yeah, it is. Yo, would you look at that? We wrap this bitch up right at 9:30.
crazy.
Yo, almost like we know what we're doing, bro. Okay, we gotta wrap this up tight though to meet our time frame. Yo, honestly, shout out to Brent, Cash Markets, Brokepecker, Luke for coming, hanging out with us. What an awesome night. That felt good. That felt like a good one, Atreyu.
Yeah, yeah. Big shout out to everyone that's joined and hung out with us as well. That's listening down in the space or listening back afterwards in the podcast. Much appreciated. So much love. We took a week break, but I think we're finished for the year strong. And if it's not clear, coming into 2025 more bullish than ever, with a lot of exciting things that are clearly happening on Aptos. A lot of building opportunities. If you are a builder, our DMs are open. If you ever are curious, Sneezy or Atreyu, hit us
Oh
up.
yeah, we're
We will
both
point
very
you in the right
builder
directions.
curious. We're both
We
very
will.
builder curious.
Yes. So please, if you have any questions, reach on out. But yeah, let's go. 2024, epic year. 2020. I mean, this isn't the end of the year episode. I think we're going to do one more, right, Sneezy, before we
Yeah, there's
call
one more
this?
Monday. There's one more Monday in this year.
Let's go. One more
Oh,
Monday.
we got two more Mondays.
Oh,
Oh,
you heard it here
sweet.
first.
The 30th is a Monday. We're getting drunk 2 days in a row. Telling you right now, the 30th is going to be a shit show. You guys aren't going to want to miss it.
Oh my gosh. Okay, here we go.
I'll explain it to you later, Trey.
Yeah. All right, let's go. Much
All
love to
right.
everyone.
Love you guys. Have a fantastic rest of your evening or good morning, depending on where you are in the world. Uh, do not miss the Spook Space tomorrow. That is going to be an epic one. Believe it's at 10 a.m. EST. Do not miss that. A year in review by the Spooks. All right. Have a good night, guys. Peace. Oh, and definitely, I don't mean to forget, Ape. Definitely check out Taco Butter Tuesday tomorrow night at 7:30 p.m. EST. Love you guys. Bye.
Bye.